What is up, you guys? Miami Hurricanes time. Back at you with another video, and today we're actually talking a little bit something different. It's been a while. Recruiting. So, my name is Anton. If you haven't known that, I do college football videos, Miami Hurricanes in Focus, and for FS Who Week, we're actually going to start off with recruiting. Now, you're probably thinking like, oh, aren't you going to talk about preview, practice, all that? I think a change of pace would be different. I'm sure plenty of other outlets will be doing some of that. I'll be doing mine a little bit later throughout the week. But for now, look, Florida State is a huge rivalry game. It's big deal to recruits because if Miami wants to start from the 305 area and spread out and get the whole state on lockdown, as Diaz says, and get Miami guys, well, you got to recruit well. And he keeps talking recently like recruiting. So without further ado, let's get into it. Where is Miami at? How are we doing currently? All right, so here's the board right now. Okay. The man, the myth, the legend, Don Chaney right here. He's doing very well. Okay, he's staying here, repping the class. Chance Williams over there. Now, you guys, if you haven't been keeping on track since summer, Jalen Rivers was a really big guy that we got, offensive tackle, which we're definitely needing some guys on the offensive line, which is pretty nice. Michael Rating is pretty nice. We kind of swapped out one other 4-star unnamed, I'm not going to talk about him, wide receiver. We didn't get him, but Michael Rating committed right after that. So, Tyler Van Dyke has been really well. Solid quarterback grab. Dan Enos kind of choice there, so we'll see if that ever changes in the future. But yeah, we're doing pretty well, it seems, when you look at the board. The problem is we have had some decommitments, and look, as of recording this video, we're 4-4. I mean, what can you expect? You're going to get some hits and some losses. And those hits and losses came at some positions that we really need. It's a long stretch, okay? By the way, all of these are verbal. Nobody writes the paper sign down until I believe it's February 5th is National Sign Day this year. So this can all change, okay? But comes to decommitments, we've had a couple. Now, the one that I find it very interesting is Jaden Francois. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Because it was, I heard that technically speaking, he is still committed. He just said decommitted on Twitter, that's it. But I think that was a rumor. Regardless, here's why I'm bringing that one up. And this isn't even specific to that particular prospect. He's a good dude, a 4-star, right? You want him. He's a great guy, great back. The thing is, Diaz said again, promised, advertised, he's changing the way and the standards Miami does for recruiting. He fired the whole recruiting staff already, so they're looking at different kind of things when they have any prospects on their board at all. But the other thing that he didn't say specifically, kind of mentioned, seemed like, look, if you're going to be flaky and you did commit, that's it. Bye. We're not messing with you. We don't care about your stars. We want you to be all in or nothing. So, I'm going to be very curious to see with situations as Jaden or something like that where, and that one's unverified, but just in general, where a guy decommits and then commits again, decommits and all that. Is Miami going to start taking like the Clemson standard, basically, where if you decommit, that's it? Because we've been advertised a lot as a Miami fan base with this new coaching staff, and a lot has not come as advertised. The cutting edge offense, I'm not so sure that you can call it cutting edge without utilizing the spread like we haven't at all. Now, the guys that we did lose, I will mention. The big guy, this is what happens. We said that, look, you have to win. That is all you got to do in recruiting. And, well, he went to the Gators, okay? If y'all were wondering about this offensive lineman, let me see if I can find him, Isaiah Walker. Offensive tackle right here. Yeah, he's going to the Gators. And look, if Miami won that game, who knows? If Miami's record isn't 4-4, who knows? But it is what it is. That's what happens, It's these kind of big games that you have to win. You have to capitalize on. You can't build anywhere without winning those games. Now, I will mention, we are still in contention for Justin Flo and Darnell Washington. The top two guys are still thinking about Miami. Number one, Darnell Washington, it's tight end U. And Brevin's got crazy stats, best in the country, tight end, without question. We're going to get him ready. So, whatever our record indicates to him, we still have a pretty solid chance with him because I think it's just that grab of, look, we're tight end U, we can get you ready. The other thing is Justin Flo, you're kind of like, okay, well, he supposedly is going to visit for the Louisville game. Still supposedly. I'm not gonna bank on it until I see his like Instagram or something posting that he is in Miami, but he's supposed to visit. We'll see where that goes. Now, Miami's can put themselves in a good, decent spot if we win out. That's kind of like a duh given. What's crazy even about it is the ACC Coastal is a mess, so much so that with some outside help, Miami still may be in contention for it. I thought we'd sure as heck be out, but Virginia lost, and, you know, things getting more and more wide open if this and this team. So, look, as long as we do finish our business this week, beat Florida State, and continue winning, this recruiting class can get better. That being said, y'all remember us being in the top 5? Okay, here's the part of the update. Not so much no more. Miami is ranked not so much in... And here, let's get this. I'm curious about... So I use several outlets, okay? This is right here. This is 247 Sports. They say 17th ranked. I've seen us as high as, I believe, 9th. And 17 is pretty average, almost lower end of it. Top 15 is about where Miami's at. Nowhere near top 10 or 5. Top 15 is where Miami's currently at. If we went out and get maybe 2 or 3 more guys, that would be great. I will mention it. We're taking a lot of linebackers, thankfully. I'd like to see, though. I'd love to see Justin Flo. And here's the other thing that may or may not swing him toward our way. He's going to start here if he comes a linebacker. I mean, we're leaving our senior crew off to the NFL next year. It's happening. So if he wants to come in and make an impact week 1, Miami's got quite something to offer there. We'll see how it goes. The other thing I want to mention that's interesting is we're taking a pretty big class. We are number 1 for 2021. I'm not saying that or pointing it out to say, hey guys, it's going to be great, we're getting stuff done or all that. No, I'm just saying that, look, we're 17 today. We can be 5 when it's all said and done, or we could be 35. What matters are wins. But that's just kind of a snippet recruiting thing. I'm no recruiting guru. I can see film and just, be like, wow, that's really great, and just as much as you guys can. I just thought that, it's been a while. We haven't talked about recruiting in general sense. Where's Miami at? What are they doing? Well, we're in the top 15 now. That's what happens when you're 4-4. We've lost out a couple of targets, but we're regaining some. We'll see how it ends up. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you looking forward to a specific guy that's not on a board to come in? Or are you disappointed with what's going on or excited about it? Do you think this staff is doing the job that it needs to get this recruiting class, to get Miami back on track of consistently, easily, handily winning the Coastal year after year? If you enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe down below. At the end of the day, guys, we know it's always all about the you.